Okay, so today's daily card is This is Your Life Purpose. Now, normally, this is a push for me to stop self sabotage. This is normally Archangel Michael saying, pull yourself together, stop doing what you're doing, you're self sabotaging. We've given you all these wonderful things to do, now get on with them. So that's what I normally see this card as. Let's see what he's going to bring forward. Yes, this is why I made this one wear my colour. Because many of you are now moving into your life purpose fully and you are becoming frightened. You are self-sabotaging, as this one has said. You are causing yourself to fail by carrying out things that you know are not appropriate for your step forward, and that you have got into a cycle of every time you are offered a wonderful step up. So we ask that you stop. You stop doing this to yourself. You deserve this. You deserve this wonderful gift that we are giving you. You deserve this move forward. You deserve all these wonderful things that are coming into your life now. We realize that there is guilt involved, that because others around you are not doing as well as you are, that you feel as if that you are uh, pushing it in their face by being so good. But the thing is that it is your time. It is your time to move into what you are doing now. It is your time to be the light worker that we have called you to be. And your mission has changed now that the earth is moving in the right direction and that humanity is now seeing that the world is changing and that the vibration of the earth is changing and that they're even paying attention to their spiritual practices more, that we now ask you to fully step into the next part of your mission. Many of you have already been doing this in tandem with the mission of helping the earth to ascend. And now we ask you to keep doing that work, but at some point there will be a shift that you will not be required to do as much of that work as was given to you before, that you will be able to slow down once this period is over. And as many of you have noticed, there are certain astrological events as well as celestial events that are happening that are causing strange downloads, you may call it, to the human collective consciousness. So this is all designed to help to shift the energies of those beings into something else, to help them to start to be the beings of the fifth dimension that they truly are. And we would say as well is that there will be those who do not wish to move into that fifth dimension, but it will be a transitionary process, shall we say, from where you are now to the fifth dimension. So it will not be a overnight boom. Everybody who is not willing to move into the fifth dimension will be gone. It will be a slow process. And some people may change their mind and decide to move into the fifth dimension. So nothing is set in stone, as we always say. It is a personal process. So we ask that you also do not force others to believe what you are saying. Merely share. Share and talk about what it is that you do. Share and talk about what it is you believe. And that is the way it should be across all spirituality. Is that just because you believe something does not mean that you should force the other person to believe what you believe. Because the truth is, there is no right path. It is personal paths to the divine. And that is why there are so many choices on this planet, as in other galaxies and star systems, to find your path to the divine. Because the person you are now requires different things to the person that someone else is. And therefore, your belief system will be different to the other person's belief system. And also, there are 101 other factors, such as vibration and other things that come in to affect how you interact with the divine energy. So we ask for you all to start to collaborate, to work together, to start to accept that people are different from you. And the thing is that you must also remember is that in this life you may be who you are, but in another life you may be the same as the person that you feel should be like you. So remember that each time you are reborn, if you choose to be reborn, that you could be the person that you are looking at because your soul and your higher self are thinking, I haven't tried that personality. I think I'll do that next time. And so you suddenly become that person in your next life. So do not judge, we will say, another because you may be walking in their shoes in your next life. So we ask, stop the self-sabotage. When you feel that you are pushing yourself off your path, if you feel you are going to do something that is going to destroy everything, take a breath. Take a breath, stop yourself, and start to look at what the benefits of what you are stepping into are. Stop yourself from destroying the wonderful thing you are being offered because you are frightened. And we know you are frightened, and that is another thing we ask you to ask us to help you. I and my brothers and sisters will help you to be strong, to remain heart centered, to see the truth of what you are being offered so that you just glide into it and start to enjoy doing what you were going to be doing rather than fighting it with your ego and thinking this is of no benefit because of, and the list is enormous. You must work with your heart. We keep telling you, you must work with your heart. You must listen to your heart. You must do what your heart asks. Because your heart will always steer you right. And as has been covered in another discussion, is that it only steers you wrong if you are not keeping it clear of heavy emotions and anger. And that is why we ask you to spend days healing yourself so that your heart steers you right more and more. But as always, if you fear your heart is not giving you the right information, then ask us. Many of you are using certain tools to ask questions, such as a card or a pendulum, and these things must be cleared before you use them, because one, it has the energy of a person you've already done a reading from on it, maybe, or some other energy that is picked up because you've left it in a certain place, or that your energy from the previous reading is still sitting there. So all these reasons and more are why you should clear your energies from the cards before you start your reading or from your pendulum. And always ask for protection. Always ask for protection so that you can give the best reading you can, the highest vibrational reading you can, so that you are working in the right place. So I will leave you with that. But remember, self-sabotage needs to stop. We are moving into the higher vibrations and we need you. So that's us told. So I'll see you again, and I hope that it'll be another helpful subject. Bye for now.